I still don't know how to do intros, but I'll actually try this time. Hello, and welcome to my experience dropping Sandy Strip 25 times. In the previous drops video, I said that I would make a sequel. Well, here I am with said sequel. Without further ado, I landed Sandy Strip 25 times, and this is what happened. Gliding in for drop number 1, and immediately you can notice this location is far smaller than Battlewood Boulevard. This meant that there was more fighting, but also more loot. You know, shockwaves are so useful, especially for someone at my skill level. I sure hope they don't get removed. Something to note before we go any further, I'm not good at this game. So, Fortnite had an update, but why is South Park in the game now? I understand the show is popular, but it doesn't relate to the theme of the season at all. Either way, nothing with this update changed Sandy in any way, so I guess it doesn't really matter, does it? Way too close. He got way too close to killing me there. Oh yeah, they removed shockwaves from rotation. Why? I can only remember 2 people actually complaining about them. And no, I will not be naming them. If it looks like I didn't put up much of a fight, yeah, it's because I didn't. I had to kill myself due to personal reasons. Wait, no, that sounds really bad. In my notes, I say that the POI is heavily contested. My guy, there's like 3 people here. And that's one of them dead, and the second is just a bot. So there's only one real threat, if he also isn't a bot. Oh, finally, I was able to actually find the new submachine gun. Personally, I like it, but never take my word on anything in this game. No, seriously. I like using the lever action rifle and Dragon's Belt shotgun. I don't know if it's my weird perspective. Again, lever action rifle. But this season's been seriously balanced in terms of its loot pool. Until you get to the snipers and ARs, then it starts to have issues. And this Dark Bomber just got abducted by Cthulhu. For someone who's been playing this game for 2.5 years, I really should not be missing these shots. Question: why does it look like she's doing the Helldiver salute? Or is it just me? And just like any other Helldiver, I end up dying in 2 minutes. Land at the resort and got a swift double kill. Oh look, the replacement for shockwaves. This is my first time seeing them in this video. Yeah, it took me 4 games to find 2 crash pads. How do 0 build players deal with bosses? I can barely deal with them and I primarily play builds. Why did I decide to go default glitch with no backling and default pickaxe? No, seriously, I actually don't remember. It's been like a month since I've recorded this drop. I'm even using the default umbrella. Where is everyone? Oh, at the resort, of course. And that is also where I'll be laid to rest. Kenny's respawn token. I guess this is what replaced the self-revive device? Now, I've seen the stealth splash before. I didn't think I'd have to mention it in length because it's just some shit stealth item that Epic really likes adding for some reason. But I felt like I need to give this guy credit. He definitely outplayed me with it. Well played, buddy. Well played. To be honest, I prefer the Kenny token. Sure, you don't get to keep your inventory, but it guarantees you stay in the game where the self-revive is basically useless since you're just gonna get thirsted, especially since the stamina nerfs I strongly disliked. And here is where I really started to feel the rarity of the crash pads hit me. I believe that the vaulting of shockwaves had made the running problem that got them vaulted in the first place worse, since it's now harder to find the items required to chase runners. I guess another reason I wasn't enjoying this update was due to a specific thing with my skill-based matchmaking that I'll elaborate on later in this video. Just note, I cannot build like this. I really need to work on my positioning. This death was very avoidable. So, for the last couple games, and FYI, I don't play these games back to back, I've been dealing with a skill-based matchmaking glitch that I've previously experienced. I'm not sure if the instance of this glitch in Chapter 7 is a glitch or just the game putting me in higher skill lobbies due to me getting better at the game, but in Lawless, near the end of that season, a glitch occurred with my skillless matchmaking that forced me into lobbies that had players far better for me for 2 weeks straight. No matter how many times I would die off spawn, my skillless matchmaking would never decrease, and this was late Lawless, so everyone had the legendary key card and got either the Midas drum gun or any exotic they wanted, basically for free off spawn. This lasted for 2 weeks. 2 weeks! That's why I fully believe that this was a glitch, and I vividly remember this. The best I ever did during those 2 weeks was 55th place when I landed an unnamed POI that had no one there. And I ended up dying to borderline aimbot while trying to move to another location to find better loot. This ruined Lawless for me, and it was so bad I legit quit the game, and now Lawless is my least favorite season of all time. And I played both Wilds and Wrecked. Going back to Chapter 7, I'm unsure if the recent spikes in my skillless matchmaking are the same glitch, since it only lasted for 4 days, unlike the 2 weeks previously mentioned. The spike in difficulty was also nowhere near as steep as it was back then. Also, for anyone wondering why I'm still playing the game today, well, the Star Wars season managed to roll me back in after being out for about a week, and I truly enjoyed my time with that season. So, to summarize, I switched to zero build due to what I presume was a glitch that had previously ruined a season for me in the past to see if I can contest against zero build players against build players, since I often play zero builds if I just want to relax. Does that make any sense at all? Oh, you want to know another glitch I've been suffering from? This time since the beginning of Chapter 7? For some reason, even though I have it set so that the legacy hit sounds play, the game will still play the new hit sounds. The only way to stop this is to change the hit sounds to default and then back to legacy, and that fixes it. I'm now gonna stop skipping drops just to complain about issues I have with the game. Well, this is awkward, but I didn't record for drop number 10. Yeah, I'm still playing zero build. When landing at Sandy Strip, the hotel and the resort are your two best locations to land. The resort has more chests but is a bigger building, while the hotel has fewer chests but is far more compact. Plus, the museum and casino are right next to it. I left Sandy with 0 kills, but got my first kill to the south of the POI. I know how to get this thing now, but at the time I didn't. I never actually figured out how to get it until all the games were recorded. And if you don't know what this does, it's the key that opens the vault. And this is what I mean by the skillless matchmaking glitching. This is far above my aiming capabilities. I am leagues below this one player. Do you remember what I said about the map previously? Okay, probably not. Well, this is what I said about the map in the last 25 drops.
I felt the map was too barren, that it would be horrible for zero build whenever I would play builds. But honestly, it isn't at all.
So, yeah, I was very fucking wrong. From where I am, there is no cover I can hide behind, and it makes it worse that he's using the hit behind cover gun. So if there was a tree nearby, he still would have hit me. If I didn't have these 2 crash pads, which is a very real possibility by the way, I would have taken a lot of unnecessary damage. And guess what? A second fucker shows up, steals my kill, and because I was so low and had nothing reloaded, I died before I could even get to my other crash pad. If only there was some cover I could have put down that doesn't take an inventory slot. Yeah, I'm back playing builds the next game. And before anyone says anything, I do genuinely like how the skin looks. I really like Fortnite's old art style, and if you don't know what I mean by that, look at the difference between Renegade Raider and Renegade Rebel. They're basically the same skin, just made 8 years apart from each other. Also, I don't care that the skin used to be rare. As I said, I just like how the skin looks. Stick of Truth? What the fuck is a Stick of Truth? And it's been claimed. Okay. play so much better with a pump in my hands than the twin hammers. Or even the sovereign. So, probably a bad idea to land 2 feet in front of somebody. Wait, I never got to see what the Stick of Truth did. Also, yeah, I think the SBMM has reset now. Okay, time for the unlucky game. I decided to land the southern part of the resort and quickly found a purple shotgun. I was then shot at shortly after, so I chose to chase my aggressor. He didn't make it very far. Okay, maybe the game is overcompensating. I'm not complaining. It feels good to eliminate bots after the shit I was going through for the past 4 days. Oh. Care packages are still a thing. How is this the first time I've seen them in this update? So, I somehow made my way all the way to Cartman Land. So, safe to say this guy is the biggest threat of the match. Funny enough, his building is the average for what I dealt with during those 4 days. I attempted a third party takeout or nerf Mr. Biggest Threat, but you could probably guess how that went. Quite simply, the most satisfying victory royale I've ever had in this game. I do not care if it was a bot lobby. So apparently crash pads had their spawn chances increased. Took their sweet fucking time to do so. Yep. It absolutely has. Duh. I did it. I did it! I did it! I beat him! Once again, the hit sound bug. I landed at the hotel and killed a banana. Found my way to the bridge and proved my scoped ARs can't be in the same loophole as non-scoped ARs. Real talk. Epic, how many times are you gonna make this mistake until you learn this lesson? The Iron Pump is why it's the best shotgun this season. I know this POI is based on Las Vegas, but I'm genuinely surprised Epic included references to gambling and alcohol. I guess this game is rated teen, so technically they can, but it's still a surprise to me. If you hadn't noticed, I'm trying out a new way to organize my loadout. Sniping at bosses since they're an easier target. I like how this Ice King and I had a mutual agreement to chase the greater threat. Unfortunately, I couldn't give further chase. How was I given credit for the kill? Once again, the Iron Pump proves why it's the best shotgun this season. So, funny thing. I forgot to mute my mic for drop 17. Now, yes, I am aware this isn't Sandy, but I'll make up for it in a future 25 drops. Holy shit, I actually got the element. Oh shit. Where is it? Yeah, I'm aware. Damn it! I'm never gonna get to use the Stick of Truth, am I? I suck. Wait, hold on. That was a shockwave grenade. How the fuck did you get a shockwave grenade? 51. Got him. Had a wingsuit. Had a wingsuit. Fuck out of here. Oh, okay, there's another guy. I need him to. You know what? Yeah, edit that. Damn, I tried. I'm okay. I cannot take walls apparently. What do you mean apparently? You've never been able to. Okay then. You know what? You two fight. I'm. Ow. Alrighty then. Jesus Christ. There are 4 people left in this big of a zone. I don't think a heal off is gonna happen. Fun fact, I've never actually been in a heal off before. Oh shit. No. Why does it say knocked? I actually got out of here. What the fuck was that? Oh my god, I actually killed him. Holy shit. It's just me and a boss. I missed. He's trapped down there. He's trapped down there. He's actually getting stuck in the zone. Let's go! Yeah, sorry, I left my mic unmuted. Now, let's get back to how these drops should work. 54, 27, 47. Way too low for a shotgun in the same loophole as one that can one pump. Don't believe me? Look up the stats for the gold iron pump. Apparently it can one pump. I'm okay with one-shot headshots with snipers, but one pumps are where I draw the line. Care packages. Cool. Now everyone has the free reboot item. Okay, never mind. Inconsistent much. That was unnecessary. Yeah, that was deserved. Found another guinea coin. Thanks, care packages. And I lose it to the same fucking person. Just kill me now. I'm getting screwed by zone anyways. Thank you. Drop 19. Drop 20. Final 5. Let's make it count. Okay, last time I'll mention this. New hit sounds when it's set to play the legacy hit sounds. Even though it's not the best location to land in terms of loot density, Deep Cuts is easily my favorite building to land at this POI. It's often uncontested, and it does give good starting loot, so I can join in on whatever fight is going on in more popular parts of Sandy. Dead to someone better than me. So much for let's make 'em count. These next few games are recorded during the second power hour. I guess it's a hotel and not a resort. Free Kenny coin from a rare chest. Okay, finally, I'm changing the preferred weapon slot settings. Took my sweet damn time. Iron pump and lightning minigun goes crazy. Pieta doesn't help when I get shot through a door. Thanks, game. Be honest with me. Did you think I was gonna win that? What is that? Oh, it's the UFOs from the last reality when they invaded the Chapter 2 island. I guess having UFOs underneath the Area 51 location makes sense. Why can't I swing my pickaxe? Or shoot my shotgun? Or the AR? Or crash pads? And suddenly I can again! What the fuck is going on? Really living up to my channel's name, I guess. And there's the stick of truth. That was way closer than it should have been. And it's been claimed. Yeah, I've completely given up on even trying to get it. Okay, like 3 minutes have passed. Why hasn't it been activated yet? Okay, right as I pointed out. How do you activate this thing? To the west. Is it out in the ocean? Holy shit, it is. I like how all of us collectively agreed not to fight each other, since the guy who's camping center zone is the bigger threat. Oh, thank God, cheesy poofs. First ever time doing a heal off. God, I hope I get to experience that again. Nope. How about we last more than 15 seconds? How does that sound? I mean, I managed to make it to lethal labs before being killed by someone better than me. Drop 25. Kind of ironic it ends on the surfing. And now I will be gliding for 15 minutes. Still gliding, still gliding. This bit's probably getting old. Still gliding. Alright, we're here. I like the Flex SMG. I've likely already mentioned that, but I'm too lazy to check. I really hope it isn't a collab item though. I'd like for it to stay in the main loot pool. I mean, it's a part of the key art for this season, so I assume it isn't going anywhere. Okay, I swear this isn't a power hour game. I just got lucky. I feel like having some kind of clean snipe in this video. Ah, there it is. Of course he kills me with the twin hammers. I can't catch a fucking break. And that's it. Another drops video finished. I'll continue making these smaller quarter drops, as I'm gonna call them from now on, until I'm confident enough in my abilities to tackle a full 100. Like and subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next one.